ha ha ha. Funny. What is up, adventurers? Just dropped off the car. I am headed into the wilderness known as Alderman's Ford, one of our main campsites that we like to go to a lot. It's pretty fun. Figured it'd be a pretty good way to start off our season. Give it a good little kickoff. So we are headed out here. Myself, Adrian, Phil, Pirtle, possibly Chris, possibly Mike, a couple of other guys. Not really sure who I was going to be able to make it out, but just kind of hoping some of the club members can come out and hang out with us as we do this kickoff semi-primitive trip. Pretty sure my food bag just fell. I can feel the weight isn't balanced properly. So 5 seconds into my trip and already I've got to repack my bag. So I'm gonna do that. And we have arrived, finally. I'm first one here, so I get to pick a really good spot. Okay. So I am here at our favorite spot in the Alderman's Ford area. Just got to get it set up, have some fun. I'm going to try and do a little bit of bush crafting. But I've never actually arrived this late before, so as you can see the sun is already pretty far down. Luckily it is daylight savings time, because if it wasn't, I'd have about 30 to 45 minutes of sunlight left. Right now I've got about an hour to 2 hours, depending on, you know, it's after. It's now after daylight savings time, and also the spring solstice, or whatever the word is. I don't know. I know I'm a horrible adventurer for not knowing that. But yeah, whatever. It just became spring. The thing turned and the time changed and all that stuff. So anyway, I've got more time than I usually would, which is great because I need to go ahead and get camp set up. So I'm gonna stop talking to you and go ahead and set up camp. So Adrian's here.
There he is.
Wonder Phil is here. Levi's coming up the path. Cass is here as well. She and D'Artagnan are starting to get along. There's Mr. Levi. Yeah.
Hey! You know who that is.
Hey. Look at this, we're all out here camping, isn't that crazy? Nuts. Never thought I'd see it.
Never ever. Oh, he's a GF? I don't know.
hot.
Yeah?
And that's about where it ends. Can you text her and ask her about my parents?
Okay.
What?
I almost smacked the mosquito that landed right here. Like I was like instinct. Chill. That would have been.
A lot, though.
Well, I'm hoping it'll catch.
Just ask if she got the package.
Ooh, I missed it.
Quite
Yep.
smothering me.
I think it's supposed to burn at like 4,000 degrees. Do you have live moss in there? It looks like you do.
There we go.
You're good. Camera roll.
Yeah. Sorry,
There
Cap.
goes Cass.
So this, as you can clearly see, is the fire that I got going from those little sparks. Pretty awesome.
It is.
So I'm gonna let it burn down a little bit. It's nice and big now, nice and warm, but it's still really hot outside. Adrian's over here. Turn your light on.
I'm casting lightning!
There you go. Levi's collecting some wood. Phil's doing Phil stuff.
Looks like he's making rope. Collecting vines.
Collecting vines. What are you doing with vines?
I'm gonna make a fish trap tomorrow.
Oh snap! I'm
We're
excited to
gonna
see
film
that tomorrow.
Lightsaber,
There's
lightsaber.
Phil having a disco, and Adrian has a lightsaber. That's kind of cool. It does look like a lightsaber.
Yeah, it actually does.
Yeah. LED mag light. Fans. Cut.
Adventurers.
Cut.
There's Adrian. There's Phil. So it's a little dark to continue filming.
Lightsaber. Phil's got the Schwartz.
Schwartz. All right. So can you see me now? Hey yo. So as you guys can see, it's a little dark to continue filming. So we're gonna finish up the night just having some fun, sitting around the campfire. I'm cooking a steak. I don't know what else these other guys are doing, but we're doing something fun.
Beans!
And then we're gonna wake up nice and early tomorrow. Hopefully we're not kept up by Adrian's toots from his beans that he's eating, and then we will be there. That's not correct. Oh, that feels so weird and awesome at the same time. I love it. Come back.
Phil cooked
What?
a steak over the fire. He's
Yeah,
eating it
dude.
off a palm frond.
I'm about to,
Like a man.
Like a real man.
Tell me how that first bite is. Ooh, look at the juice.
Oh my gosh, it's so juicy.
Real men eat turkey brains.
So we decided to go out on a night hike. You see Phil out in front of me, Levi up there, Adrian in the back, and this guy, me. You can totally see your beard. It's sexy. So we're out on the boardwalk, about 20-30 feet above the river and the ground and the water and all that fun stuff. Checking it out, seeing what sights there are to see. Just walking out, doing some nighttime walking.
Sasquatch!
Ah!
That one shut them all up.
They all stopped.
That was the alpha.
Yeah, that was.
So it's midday, day 1, noonish. I'm just now waking up. I'm pretty sure I was very sick last night. Stuffy, feverish, all that jazz. These guys all seem to sleep very well, including Adrian, who snored all night long. Non-stop. That's pretty usual. That's what we're used to. So, we're out here, around the fire.
Last night there was a, well, I can only assume just because of the noises, but it sounded like a donkey and a coyote got in a fight. Literally, I heard a donkey, and then I heard a coyote, and then a donkey, and then a coyote. And they just kept going back and forth. And they sound like they were in the same spot. I assume they got in a fight. They might have been having sex.
Not with Dennis. Dennis usually finds ways around that. So low right now.
You're what?
You're nuts.
Hanging so low right now.
Huh?
I said I win because I can last longer than any of them without.
You can last longer. Of course it is. Means it'll smolder really well.
You know what they need to do? Next time they like buzz a tree, they need to leave one huge chunk of chopped wood on.
Or we could go get a big log.
You're missing my point. They need to leave the big log.
So Levi is making a fish net thing. What's it called?
Just a fish trap.
Fish trap. He's at the beginning, which he said is very hard to start. So he's working on that, which is cool. I'm a little wary of if we can actually catch anything in the Alphi River.
Yeah, I've been detained against my will.
Down fastball, miles above you. Tell me, come on, tell me the answer. Baby, you love it, but you ain't no dancer, no. Helter skelter, helter skelter, helter skelter.
Alright, we are headed down to the river once again. That's what we do.
Yep.
And I didn't bring any water this trip.
I did.
Because I don't feel like carrying water.
I didn't either.
Because it's heavy.
Yeah, the water's really heavy.
There you go.
I brought 3 gallons, but Phil carried some, and then I carried the other one.
That fell.
Yep.
And
I had water, but my dog decided to knock it all over. Right there.
And I didn't bring any water, so we are going down to the river. I can use my Sawyer filter.
oh,
And,
quick tip. If you get sick of drinking lukewarm filtered water on your camping trip, bring one of those little Mio type things. Spruce it up a little bit.
Adrian brought us down some Kool-Aid. So we're going to be drinking some red fruit punch. I've got my Sawyer squeeze bottle. It's already got a little bit of Kool-Aid in the bottom of it, so that when I add fresh water from my Sawyer filter, it'll taste like Kool-Aid, and that'll be good, because the Alphi River water has a certain taste to it that is fine, but it's not spring water. So It's all good, but we're gonna go down there and do that and see how much fun it is. Right, so as you can see, my favorite way to get and collect water is to use my platypus, fill it up with water directly from the beautiful crystal clear river right behind us. And here's what I do. Take my Sawyer filter in line. It's a gravity filter, so it works by water dripping down out of it. I'm gonna take my Sawyer bottle, take the lid off of it. Try not to get any mud on this stuff. You can see there's already some Kool-Aid down in there, some of that stuff Adrian brought. So, come over here, take the nipple off, open this baby up. Crystal clear water on dirty brown nastiness. I'm gonna let that go. So this is how I do it. Explain to me what you're doing there, Phil.
What I'm doing is I'm using iodine tablets, and you put 2 tablets in per 1 quart. Let it sit for 5 minutes. You shake the container after 5 minutes. Tighten the cap back up, wait 30 minutes, and good to go.
There you go. So that's how you can use iodine tablets if you have a canteen or something like that.
And the tablets
I'm using the bladder and the filter.
usually look something like this.
I brought fresh water, but if I need it, I have a life straw. And Phil's got his thing right there in his hand.
Yeah. These are what the tablets look like.
Oh, there we go.
So nice small, drop them in, boom.
Done.
The frame of a pack horse.
Does it make it taste like iodine?
Nope.
No?
Nope. Comes out tasting really good.
Excellent. Now if something tries to get the food, it's gonna eat me. Nice.
Now I can just climb up Adrian's bag and hop in there and eat all the food.
Alright, so this is the modifications I've made to my setup. There's a chance it might rain tonight, so good thing my tent is already waterproofed. But there's my tent over there, as you saw last night. There's Adrian, chilling.
Hey guys.
But we have got a canopy now set up to kind of provide for some shade, which is cool. I got my stool, my camera gear, and everything out of the sun. Up under here, which is nice. Place to put my axe, all that jazz. So it's pretty nice and shady for the spring heat that isn't here yet. But it's pretty warm today. It's almost in the 80s as it's supposed to be, but it's going to get back down to the 60s tonight. So that should be good, because that makes for some really good sleeping, especially here in Florida. Right, Adrian?
Yeah.
So we will see. Levi's over there working on his rain fly.
I don't have one, so if it rains, we'll just see how well these tents are made.
Well, I already know that mine is fully waterproofed as is, because I did it myself, and you can see the damage where I put a stick through it.
I waterproofed mine like when I first got it.
Oh yeah, I just did mine before our last trip of last summer, so I should be pretty good still. I've only used it once, since then.
I know that they'll hold up well on like a light rain, because I've had a couple of light rains in mine, but I've never had a heavy rain in mine.
Now me and John were stuck in a downpour last time, and it worked out pretty well. That was one of the last trail videos that we just posted, so if you didn't see it, go check it out. It's in the playlists. So this is Levi's new ridgeline invention deal. Come explain this thing, Levi.
Alright, so what I did is normally I have a ridgeline and it's not tight on top, like the top of the tarp will sag. So to keep it tight, what I ended up doing is on the ridgeline, I actually twisted it and put a stick through the hole. So it actually holds the tarp in place. And actually right here, I just have it going through. It's not even twisted, but that gives enough tension to keep it from sliding. And I can, okay, it's not doing it right now, but it was doing it when I was hanging it. But you can actually slide it a little bit back and forth if necessary. But I did that, and if you look underneath, it's actually not even like on the ridgeline, but it's still tight.
That makes it so that his whole ridgeline setup is nice and taut. Looks really nice. It's a good invention, good idea. I think he died. It's now the end of the day, but we're heading back down to the river one more time to get refills on all of our bottles and stuff, kind of cool down a little bit, and get ready for the evening, night number 2. We'll check back in a little bit once we're done doing all that down there. Well, check this out, guys. We're heading down to the river again. Bumped into this guy.
How you doing?
What's your handle again? Upstairs in the basement?
Lamar, but I'm from upstairs in the basement on YouTube. You know what I mean? I just started my site, and it was funny that we ran into each other.
Yeah. So this guy.
But thank you guys. No problem. I appreciate it. It's good to be in the show. No, I'm it's kind of rare too. Uh-oh.
Get him.
Uh-oh.
Get him.
Ryan, don't do anything to her.
Get him. He won't do nothing. Oh man, well that is pretty awesome. So turns out you can find adventurers just about anywhere. So upstairs in the basement, little shout out to you. Everybody else, we're going down to the river. On the other side, the reason I wanted to go to the other side is because I've never been on this side before, but also there's a really badass tree I want to take a picture of.
How is it, Levi, on your balls?
Easier to get out here.
You didn't even try to get out here.
That's true. You made that look
You don't know!
too incredibly easy. This is the tree Levi found. It's like
Looks like it
split.
grew around another tree. Or lightning struck it.
Something happened, but it is split all the way up and through. That's pretty incredible. The tree's completely hollow. Like a spiral. Alright, so it is the beginning of night 2. I have assembled a log cabin fire here. And what we're doing is we're getting this started off of some embers and all this dry stuff. A lot of it's kind of green, but that's okay because I also want to keep the bugs away. So I've been putting some green stuff on to make up some smoke. But we are stuck with a lot of wet wood that we thought was nice dry wood, and it turns out it's not. We also got a lot of punky wood over here that we can use. So we got some good stuff either way, but we're going to let this burn down, dry this wood out a little bit, and hopefully have a fire that lasts all night long. So, alright, so as you can see, I finally got my log cabin fire going. So it's a little raging right now because it just got started up, but as these sticks and stuff burn off, the wet ones on the outside, you can see them steaming right now. That's all steam coming out of those ends right there. And then there's, you know, not a whole lot of smoke because it's pretty intense hot fire. But my lens keeps fogging up every time I get close to that fire. There you go. So, it's going now. It's going to burn down a little bit, and then once it's not so hot, then we'll be able to put on our punky wood and get some good coals going. Adrian already cooked his beanie weenies.
I did.
I got one more.
Sort of cooked.
I got one more can and then some rations. Put your beans back on the fire then, and shut up.
I'm already almost done.
So anyway, that's what we're doing. And then we'll be able to hang out tonight around a really awesome campfire and finish up this trip enjoying it. Alright, so we're out on a night hike. There's lots of cool stuff around. Can't really see it on this camera, unfortunately. Sorry, guys. But it's all good. There's D'Artagnan getting ready to pee on something. Pretty cool. Lots of greenery. Lots of animals moving around us, armadillos and whatnot. So, Adrian and Levi behind us.
What are you doing, dude?
Talking about guns.
Oh, he's talking to the camera.
Duh. Alright, so it is packing up and leaving time. Levi got up nice and early and got his stuff put away. Packing up. Adrian.
The rest of us feel like we have to rush.
Yep. So we're all rushing because Levi's already done. Rude. He don't care. So we're gonna get packed up. I've come up with this great idea to put down a tarp so I can get all the sand off and then put my stuff up. And there's a bee right now on my thing. My sleeping bag. Why is he there? Go away, bee. I don't like you. Anyway, so we're gonna pack up and get out of her.
Not a clean cut.
Not a clean cut, doesn't count.
Still not a clean cut.
My turn, my turn, my turn.
Oh.
Yay.
What?
Get back to me.
found locust.
Levi found a super convenient way to get D'Artagnan out. Alright. We are back at the car. Getting that AC running. There's Levi and Adrian. Waving goodbye. So we are headed out. Ugh. Getting on the road again. Heading back to civilization. Fun trip. Now it's over. Gotta get back to the real world. Whew! For now, don't forget to check us out online, www.thefloridaadventurersclub.com. Get some bios and information on us. Also get some videos, exclusive videos that are only available on our website and not so much on YouTube. And also check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/Florida Adventurers Club. It's always fun. Keep in touch with us, kind of see where we're going, what we're doing. Join our fan pages and get to know some other Florida adventurers around you in your area. Also, don't forget about us on Twitter at @FLA Adventure Club, Florida Adventure Club, at Florida Adventure Club. Check it out. It's there on the bottom of your screen. So check it out. Live tweet with us while we're on the trails, and get yourself Twitter-pated.